Hello, welcome to my video where I will be giving 5 teen book recommendations. These will be romance, and some are fantasy, and some are not, so stay tuned to the end. The first book I have is The Romance Rivalry, and it's about two rival online book reviewers who decide to make a competition to fall in love using tropes the fastest. My favorite tropes from this were rivals to lovers and fake dating. I'm not a fan of fake dating, but I think it went really good with this. Um, the side characters in this book were awesome, and they had their own kind of storyline and things they had to do. The ending of this was cute, and the surprise was also cute. Uh, I liked the book culture and them being rival online book reviewers, and you'll see in it something about it that I thought was cute. Um, and this book, it was just so cute. I was trying to read it in one sitting. The next book I have is The Midnight Girls by Alicia J. And this is about Markina and Zosia, who are both monsters tasked with stealing the prince's literal heart. And they're in a fierce rivalry. And some of my favorite tropes in this was how it was actually enemies to lovers. Like, they wanted to kill each other at some point. And the monstrous girls part was also really good because they were like the villains in this story, which I loved. And the pining and the tension was amazing. Like, I was giggling and kicking my feet when it finally snapped. The sapphic romance part was really cute, and the plot. I loved this plot. All the things that happened. And the side characters, some of them, they had such a cute relationship. Well, not necessarily cute, but it was fun to see how they had their own pieces and their own storylines that you could just imagine. The ending was satisfying, but also not satisfying, but I was still loving this because it has sequel potential, but it's a standalone, so it might not get it, but you could just imagine the story. But the ending was still had something satisfying about it that I loved. The next book I have is Daughter of the Pirate King, and it's a trilogy by Tricia Levenseller. And this is about the daughter of the pirate king, Alosa, who is purposely captured by her enemies to retrieve a hidden map. Some of the best tropes in this was the forced proximity and the cunning heroine, because she was strong and awesome. Some of the best parts in this was the plot. The plot and all the secrets and the plot twists and the cliffhangers and just what happens. The tension between the two while they're on a pirate ship, because, forced proximity, was also pretty good. You did want to hate some of the characters at points, but yeah, you just can't hate them. This, if I didn't already say this, but the secrets were good. Just great. The next book I have is Our Cursed Love by Julie Abe. This is probably my least favorite one, but it's about Remy, who's liked her best friend and is gearing up the courage to tell him during their trip in Japan. She finds out they aren't soulmates and drinks a soulmate elixir, and Cam forgets about her, and they have until midnight of New Year's Eve to get him to remember. The best tropes in this was the friends to lovers and the amnesia part, because it's like a singular amnesia. It isn't like they hit their head or something and they just don't remember it. The mutual pining was cute. How they both liked each other. And the the ending wasn't nearly satisfying, but like I think it's mostly supposed to be the build up to it. It's just that like all the stolen touches or whatever and all the things they did as friends. But yeah, I didn't like the ending that much because it wasn't satisfying. But the next book I have is 100 Days of Sunshine, I think. And this is by Abby Emmons. And the characters were amazing. And I just love. I forgot to explain what this book is about. But it's about Tessa, who, after losing her sight, can't write poetry, which she loves to do, anymore. And Weston, like the guy that decides to come and help her, is optimistic, and his goal is help Tessa because he understands how she feels having lost his legs. Though nobody's allowed to tell Tessa that he's lost his legs. And as I was saying, I loved the characters in this, and they felt very 3D and put together. The feelings that came from reading this book were also really nice. I was giggling and kicking my feet because it was so cute, and I was just so excited when throughout the entire thing. I stayed up late reading this because I just couldn't put it down. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.